I can hear the music.
Yeah, I can definitely hear. So, welcome back to the Nub.
Woo!
I'm the Murse.
It's Felton.
We took kind of a little bit of a hiatus because of personal issues, but we're back and we're and what do we do on Valentine's Day? You know, because we're just like hardcore nerds. Is we just we tape a podcast.
Yeah, right. It's the Valentinescast.
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 I mean, this will obviously come out after Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
So.
probably after
Christmas.
Labor Day. Labor Day. At the rate that my creative juices are flowing. No.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about your creative juices. Like, you're getting it all over the place. It's a little disturbing.
Yeah, they're a little yellow, and it's like I need to see a doctor.
Well. So I started watching Westworld.
Finally.
Yeah, I know.
Shit.
I'm behind the times. Come to find out, did you know that Westworld
Was based on an old movie.
Yes,
I did
not know this.
Yeah.
So now from the 70s or something, right? So now
Yep.
I need to check this movie out.
Michael Crichton?
Is it?
I think so.
Oh, I love Michael Crichton.
Crichton?
Kraken? Release the Kraken?
Where's my husky?
I don't know. I think she got sold for beans. Magic beans.
Not again.
So, yeah,
I
think I'm only 4 episodes in, but man, am I enjoying the hell out of it. You're watching it, obviously?
I want to say I'm up to like 6 or 7, but then
Okay.
I couldn't find any quality episodes streaming online on HBO's subscription-based page.
Totally not any kind of pirated data streaming, of course.
No, HBO Go. It's really good quality stuff.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think this is definitely going to be my new show to binge as soon as I get actually some time off from work. Speaking of binging shows, and I binged this one at work actually. Black Mirror. Have you seen this yet?
No.
It is fantastic. It's like a modern day Twilight Zone.
Yes.
Okay, and it is unbelievable. The first episode is all about how the princess in England is captured by some guy, kidnapped by some guy, and his only
The Man in Black?
No, just some random guy.
She's getting married to Prince Humperdinck.
Yes,
and he saves her. He was her
Marriage!
He was her farm boy when they were younger, and she could somehow not recognize him.
As you wish. But
she didn't know when he said "as you wish," he was saying, "I love you." Oh, Columbo.
Marriage. Okay, so
sorry.
Anyways, the first episode, you know, the Princess of England is captured, and the only demand is that the Prime Minister of England has sexual intercourse with a live pig on national TV. So the whole episode is about how they're trying to rescue the princess, you know, avoid, the Prime Minister having sex with a pig. You know, and then even alternatives like, CGI, like CGI in the guy's face on a body, to have sex with a pig.
So the only problem I have with that is I think the current Prime Minister would just straight up be like, "I will do this for my country." Yeah. And he just would do it because and no one would care. They would be like, "Yeah, woo!" This guy's plan would backfire. It would become like a national holiday, the Prime Minister fucked a pig.
Yeah, National Pig Fucker Day.
He saved his daughter. What a noble cause! And the pig had a good time too.
I like how you got the whole 1940s radio.
Sometimes when you're talking about pig fucking, you gotta do the 1940s radio.
Yeah, but no, it was really good. And then the next episode after that was good. The next episode.
So did he fuck the pig?
I can't tell you. Like, you need to watch it. Like, I don't want to give away spoilers
I'm
here.
not
You
gonna
know?
watch it.
Huh?
I said I'm probably not gonna.
You're not gonna watch it.
No.
I just told you that it is a show where a dude is being forced to have sex with a pig, and you're not gonna watch it. Like, I'm actually disappointed in you.
No, I'm not. Well, I might.
You will.
You
say you
now
won't.
Now that I know that.
You say that you won't, but you will. So what else? I know that we're like in a really bad nerd disconnect this week. The two of us,
Well, work and personal stuff and just everything has just prevented me from being engrossed in all things nerd culture.
Same here. It's been bad. It's been really bad. So, but for Valentine's Day, at least I went nerdy with my Valentine's gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I took my girl to Captain Hiram's for lunch. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and then I gave her a present which consisted of, you know, a gift certificate to go get makeup from Ulta. You know, which is not nerdy, but except for the fact that she uses her she uses her makeup for nerdy purposes. You know, she does a lot of cosplay and things like that. But then I got her an expansion to a board game that she really likes. I got her an expansion to Ascension, which, you know, I don't play with her because she whoops the crap out of me. So I figure I give her an expansion so she can kick my ass even harder. I got her a new Gail Simone comic book. Gail Simone's one of her absolute favorite writers. And I got her a Naruto little pop, you know? Like they just came out with the new Naruto pops. Yeah. So I got her that. So I went nerdy.
I went nerdy.
Did you know?
Yes. The second, or I guess not, the second computer in the studio kind of is no more.
Okay.
Well, it still works. It could still be fired up. But yeah, my gift to Wicked is the new computer.
Oh. Okay.
I just went and got her laptop.
So she can get her gaming on.
Oh yeah, and I'm a little jealous because little bit better than my computer.
Sounds like Felton might be going to get a new computer soon.
No, I paid too much and overpowered this when I bought it, so I'm actually pretty good standing with it. But she has a better processor. She's got the Core i7. I got the Core i5, so I'm
Oh my god! I don't understand. I don't understand why you haven't tried to kill
How does
yourself
this even work?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
why do you even get out of bed in the morning?
I don't know. The only problem is it's got solid state drive, but with the Core i7 and amount of RAM and everything that is in it, yeah, there's not going to be any difference. It's pretty lickety split.
Oh, I actually forgot a gift that I got. It was like a couple's gift. You know? No, it was nerdy as well though. I got the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 because they're not going to come out with a third one, so they're just going to keep coming out with different variations on the ones that are already out. So I got the 2.8 for PS4, but I got it as a couple's gift because my girl has trouble. Sorry, we had a dog-related incident again.
It was actually a delivery man.
Oh, a delivery man.
Delivery man-related incident.
So, like I was saying, I got the Kingdom Hearts game, and my girl, she gets motion sickness basically when she plays video games too much. So it's like
she really likes playing VR.
Yes, exactly. She's gonna love it. So, I got it so that the two of us could play it. Like she would play for a little while, and then when she couldn't play anymore, she could watch me play. And we just continue on the story. And I was like, the only catch is that we won't play this without each other. But I'm still thinking that I will probably sneak off, since I have two PlayStation 4s. I will probably sneak off to the other PlayStation 4 occasionally and throw it in and play ahead of where we are because I'm just a dirty bastard.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that's what you have to do in a relationship. You sneak off and either watch porn or play video games without them.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now that I have a second computer, I could use that to VidCap.
Oh my god. I don't know what that means.
I could outsource the video and then use that computer to record the video instead of recording simultaneously on here. That's powerful enough to do that.
Nice.
So I could actually do some high quality YouTube
quality
production.
This is Felton with the hard.
I don't know why I sound like Liam Neeson.
You don't sound anything like Liam Neeson.
This just came on to me very quickly. Yeah, when he's trying to do an American accent.
Oh, okay.
My name is Brian Mills. I sound very odd.
Oh, another show that I've binge watched all the way through, the Santa Carlita Diet on Netflix. It's Drew Barrymore.
I love Timothy Olyphant,
and
I need to see it.
You need to watch it because his sarcasm in the show is fantastic. He makes the whole show worth watching.
Did you watch Justified? Did you?
I did. Yes.
I loved that show.
Yes.
I'm more toward the first and second season.
Yeah.
Because after that it just turned into.
the guy that plays the bad guy in that too. The I can't remember his name. That actor that plays the main bad guy. One of my favorite actors.
Like when he got all religious, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was like, oh. No, I liked that show in the first two seasons because it was about, the show.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just like his wife, girlfriend, drama-related incidents.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
It gets to be a little bit much sometimes.
Yeah. It's like, just shoot people.
Exactly.
It's better cinema.
It's funny that you say that. My dad has trouble watching any kind of show that has drama in it. Like, he will pass up really good shows because he just doesn't care about the drama.
Still haven't gotten past the episode I was in The Magicians.
Really?
Although, apparently, there was a spoiler about a certain character getting wet that I saw in a trailer. So, now I'm a little upset. So I'm like, ugh.
I don't know. That's a great show, and it's on you. You need to get back in.
I need to just get over it.
Yeah, you need to move
because Quinn, deserves so much better than him anyway. So she don't need no man. She could just,
You do realize that Quinn is the male character, right? Yeah.
Quentin.
Oh,
what's her name?
I don't remember, but
no, that's right. Quentin.
But Quentin is a strong, independent black woman who does not need no man.
Drinkwater.
So.
Quentin
Darkwater.
Drinkwater.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I call him Drinkwater.
I know, but tell me that's not like one of the stupidest.
Well, that was the thing.
Have you ever met? Okay, that's one thing that gets me about shows or movies or comics or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
When they give them these crazy last names, that you will never meet. I've never met somebody with a cool last name like Darkwater before.
No, I've met a Drinkwater before.
Okay, well, Drinkwater makes sense, but
that's why when I watch the show and they're like Quentin Darkwater, I'm like, no, he's a loser. His name is Quentin Drinkwater.
Because a lot of the last names came from like jobs and things like that people did.
Let's
back in the
talk about
past,
that for a minute.
So why would somebody's name be Darkwater?
Why would somebody's name be Dickinson? I've made that argument for years, and it has deeply bothered me. Well, they're handing out last names like, oh, well, what do you do, Bob? Well, I'm a blacksmith. Oh, we'll call you Smith.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you do? Well, I make chainmail. Oh, we'll call you the mailman.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we going to call Dave? Everybody knows what Dave does. Yeah. Well, we'll call him Dickinson.
Yeah, really he does with his kid on the weekend.
Oh, my God, where did he get that from? Unless it was like a business name, Dick and Son.
Yeah, like Dick and Sons.
Yeah.
But then that brings up the whole thing, like how the hell do you get Dick from Richard and things like that? Like that always drives me nuts.
The etymology of these names is annoying at best.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't.
Like I knew a Richard Johnson, and I was just like, wow, your parents really hate you. Like they're just like Dick Johnson,
Mm. Oop. I had an airsoft related. No, it's airsoft. I had an airsoft related incident. My gas chamber exploded in this when I was loading it with CO2, and it proceeded to fire full auto, and which is pretty amazing.
Around the house?
Yeah, around the room. And Elise is over here, and the dogs are traumatized, and I'm just like, well, at least I wasn't looking down the barrel of it when it just spit 5 rounds in my face. Like, damn.
Well, I mean, as you do. I mean, you should always look down the barrel of your gun.
Yeah, airsoft, firearm. I mean,
it's a smart way to do it.
Anything, especially
anything
I'm not
where
gonna make a Kurt Cobain
anything.
joke.
Oh,
somebody see those memes still pop up and they're still not funny.
In his defense, I mean, he was showing the barrel of the shotgun.
So somebody did it on Fallout related incident.
Mm-hmm.
They made a shotgun called Kurt Cobain's or something like that. And my issue was it was a sawed off. He didn't use a sawed off.
Well,
it was a full size.
The other issue with that is that it's only used to kill yourself, or to shoot someone else and then blame it on themselves.
Yeah. So that wasn't an accurate joke.
That would be kind of strange, actually, if somebody had actually like modded the game so every time he did shoot somebody in the face with his gun, like people would run up like, oh my God, he committed suicide.
That's so terrible. It made me laugh.
We're just terrible people in general.
Yeah.
So I know you've been avoiding all social media and stuff like that because of what's been going on. So you haven't seen like Foxtail's latest escapades, have you? With her, she did some Ring.
No, I saw that
cosplays.
Yep, I saw that.
She recently did an anti-Valentine's thing where she made it look like there was a heart-shaped hole in her chest that had been cut out and everything like that. But then like her makeup is all like all the like pink and pretty and and vibrant.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying, but it's terrifyingly creative and kind of attractive. Just saying.
If I do it, will it be attractive?
I think it would be more attractive, actually.
Well, I'm going to get started. I got to go to Ulta. I got to get some shades of pink, because all I got right now is whites and greens
and greens and purples.
Colored latex that I've mixed together that looks gross and doesn't come out of your hair, and you rip chest hair out.
Yes, let me tell you, man, like your Beetlejuice cosplay is ridiculous. People should hire you. if you were doing that in the 80s, people would have hired you to come to birthday parties.
Oh my
and stuff.
God,
Like,
I could have been a birthday party guy.
You could have made a whole career out of Beetlejuice.
A whole empire.
Yeah, the Beetlejuice empire.
I could have been Yaya Han.
There you go, of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and I could have.
But only Beetlejuice.
But like, what
you
would
get
I
your own
sell?
Joanne fabrics, but it's all just fabrics for Beetlejuice.
What would I sell instead of foam ears and acrylic horns? What would?
Fake roaches and nasty teeth, and bad wigs.
I hate the wigs that are out there.
Yes.
Like, everybody has that same dumb forehead, and there's like 2 guys, maybe 3 that I've seen that actually do it really good.
Yeah.
And then,
are you including yourself in this? Kind of.
No,
a little bit? Okay.
No, I'm not that fucking inflated with my ego.
There's only about 2 guys that I see do this really well.
There was a guy at MegaCon actually who had it very good, but he had big old sunglasses, so I don't know how his face looked.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe it was Dragon Con. I don't know.
One of those cons of some sort.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
We'll almost have to retire V because it's like I show up and everybody's like, oh,
V.
no, it's just you again.
No,
I mean, you're really good, don't get me wrong, but...
That's a great costume,
you
but,
know...
I mean, what have you done lately, though?
Yeah, have you done anything else? I'm expecting to get that same treatment with Inspector Gadget. Being like, you again?
Oh, we've seen this.
Oh, your arm stretches? Yeah, we know. That technology, you've already showcased that at the World's Fair.
Actually, I guess if you think about it, like, when it comes to cosplay, it is kind of like that. Like, it seems like Foxtail's always chasing the next cosplay. You know, like, she doesn't repeat cosplays for anything.
I do, because I put so much damn time and effort into it.
Well, and she puts a lot of time and effort into it, too, and you would think that maybe she would go back and... Like, she has talked about going back and revamping some of them and making them better than they were before, although, you know, they're pretty good the first time, yeah.
Faster.
But she's stronger, yeah. But she just gets so wrapped up in the next cosplay, you know?
See, I get to the point where, when I build something,
yeah.
It fascinates me to think of this because I always remember stories about Tesla and how when he would build something, he could...
Are you comparing yourself to Tesla?
No, not at all.
I just want...
But, like, he could build things in his head. Mm-hmm. And I always was like, with Legos, and I was always good at building stuff, and I can, like, see it in my head as I, add parts and take parts away and see how this will move and that'll move. Like, I just fixed some drawers out there just, that got busted, and just doop and saw, what I wanted to do immediately and just had it done. And that's what started happening with cosplay. Mm-hmm. I started getting the pieces and knowing how stuff stuck together with felt and hot glue, and just then all of a sudden,
all of your costumes were just made from
everything
felt and hot glue.
Was just made from felt and hot glue, and then I just became famous, and
we are just unbelievably famous. The 5 people that listen to our podcast.
Man. Let me tell you, the Renaissance Fair, I was a rock star.
You were a rock star, that's no joke.
Local level of fame.
People were just like,
oh my God, he's a pirate! Whoa!
Oh my God! Is it bad that the whole time you were doing your Tesla analogy, I was picturing myself running around with like some kind of...
As David Bowie, like electrocuting things?
Absolutely not, but as some sort of backpack, not unlike a Ghostbuster backpack that shoots electricity, going to a circus and electrocuting elephants and screaming out, "I'm Edison, bitches,"
He did do that.
Well, I mean, not exactly like that.
No, but he did.
He did electrocute
an
elephant.
What a horrifying man!
That's why the whole time I'm
He's
just like,
terrible.
I could just see myself dropping the apparatus that shoots the electricity out the front of it, and just being like, "Edison, bitches, out."
I kind of always had this like fantasy of wanting to get into
to kill an elephant.
Yeah, no, to do like special effects.
Ooh, I hope PETA does not listen to this podcast.
They probably do, but don't worry about it. Trump's going to take care of PETA. Sorry, trying to take care of the EPA. Don't worry.
I'm gonna get blood thrown at me when I leave.
Oh God!
I'm gonna tell them I'm a vegan.
At least it's not acid.
I don't actually eat animals, but I would like to electrocute an elephant. Is that wrong?
I think that's against vegan code. I think you'll get
only if I eat it afterwards. I'm not going to eat the elephant.
Was it a rampaging elephant? Well, no, because here's the thing.
I'm going to say, like that South Park episode,
PETA would want to kill it anyway.
I'm going to say that it was coming straight towards me. I'm going to do the whole.
The horrifying truth about PETA, right? They think that any animal that has been domesticated or caged or trained or whatever needs to be euthanized.
Really?
Because it's not the animal. It has no. It's the only humane thing to do because they want every animal to be back in the wild, and they'll have no ability to survive.
I mean, is that part of their manifesto, or is that just like...
No, that's straight up part of their manifesto.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Because I don't really know a whole lot about
every
PETA,
domesticated animal needs to be euthanized.
Up until this last year, I would eat a cow straight from the face to the tail.
PETA believes that pets are cruelty. And several prominent members have pets. It's okay for them.
Yeah.
But you need to get your dog euthanized because PETA says so.
I did not know that.
They're assholes. Oh. Sorry if anybody's liking PETA or part of PETA listening to this, but
I know we're totally gonna get
but
that
you know
one
what?
person.
I just don't like that. It's not cool.
Maybe this will be what launches the podcast, because now we're gonna be in a war with PETA. Like,
I've always wanted to be in a war with PETA.
Yeah, but dude,
the PETA from...
Do you know how expensive this is gonna be?
Katniss Everdeen.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you know how expensive this is gonna
PETA.
be, because they're gonna constantly be throwing blood at us, and I've only got a couple outfits. Like, I'm gonna have to buy more outfits.
I'm
on a regular basis.
comfortable with it. Like, just strangely comfortable.
Come out of the house. It's just like a regular routine.
I'll wear white every day. It's like step out the door, do
the whole carry thing.
What's going on, Gunter? Because it's going to be some German immigrant that is part of PETA here. Hello, sir.
Obviously, yeah, exactly. We'll obviously get to know. Like, my guy's probably gonna be like Steven, Like, what's up, Steve? How are the kids? Splash, blood on me.
Oh, good, man, good.
Oh yeah, everything's good. Like, Megan just passed her science test. Like, oh, that's awesome.
Hey, do you want me to come back and get you when on my way back? Get you coffee? Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll gotta get another bucket anyway, so I'll be like an hour. All right. Well, me too. I'll see you back here in an hour. Okay.
I wonder where they. I mean, here's the thing. So.
Where should they get all that blood
That's just
from?
what I was going to ask. Like, how does that happen?
Maybe they get it from the local green grocer. Because they have, butcher shops and stuff at the green grocer.
Okay, all right. They're just over there. They're over like, hey, listen, I'm going to be pouring this blood on some guy later.
Can I have the blood buckets? Yeah. And the butcher's like, oh, sure.
Yeah, all right, that's fine.
It's cruelty-free blood. Sorry. It's already been killed. ABK.
Oh, man. We are totally going to go to war with PETA now.
That's awesome. I've always wanted a war.
Yeah, I've never even had like a rival.
Oof.
I've never had an arch nemesis, a rival.
I had a rival in 5th grade.
Did you?
But that's because he liked Sega Genesis and Macintosh.
Oh, and you were straight Nintendo and
and then he went on and became a doctor. PC. So.
Well, we've talked about this guy before.
Yeah. I'm sure he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he's he's a doctor now, so
yeah,
he's got his own thing going on. But I think I need, like, I know that I'm older now, but maybe I need to find myself a nemesis, like a rival of some sort. Like, I think that really drives people. It really gets you going, Like,
it does.
Like, think about this: if the Joker didn't have Batman,
yes,
I mean, he would just be a sad, pathetic man dressed up like a clown.
Well, I mean, he would have the criminals that he fought. I mean, he would have Clayface and.
But no, I think it all stems back to Batman. Like, I think without Batman, they would be nothing.
Without Batman, you're saying there wouldn't be a Joker.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, the Joker one day was like, I'm gonna go rob a bank dressed like a Joker, and then if Batman hadn't stopped that bank robbery or whatever it is that Batman hadn't gotten involved at that point in time, he would have gone home and been like,
wait, do we actually know who the Joker is at this point?
No, there's still
because his origin is so convoluted.
He doesn't even know his own origin.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, maybe the Joker's a bad example anyways, but let's say like the Penguin. The Penguin's like, I'm gonna go rob a bank with a bunch of goons, blah blah, whack whack whack. I'm gonna act like a penguin.
Wait, are you talking about the Penguin or
the Penguin?
Are you talking about? Talking about John McCain.
I am. No, I'm just kidding.
No, wasn't it John McCain that
you were absolutely horrible.
No, wasn't it Jon Stewart? He always was like, oh, John McCain, he's like the Penguin. Maybe it was Dick Cheney. I don't know.
It's probably Dick Cheney. Actually.
Yeah, Dick Cheney is what. Oh, I ruined my own joke.
Yeah,
I'm the worst.
Cool. But no, so I imagine he's like, he's like, I'm gonna try this out and see how it flies, Yeah. And then he gets busted by Batman, and I think that was maybe the pivotal moment for him. It's like, that was justification for him. It's like, well, Batman's gonna get involved because I'm dressed like this. Well, then shit, like, that's like really like, so that drove him to to become a kingpin in the criminal world, because like he wants to get bigger and better, so that he keeps having to fight Batman and stuff like that, and maybe eventually beat Batman. I think it really helped with his goals.
It's like a fighting game.
Yeah, well, exactly. And I think maybe he's probably got like a dream board at home. Like his ultimate goal is to like run all of Gotham, and on his dream board it's like, it's like the first part of his dream board was like get recognized by Batman.
The Penguin is like a teenage girl.
Yeah. I think he probably has like a hope chest, probably like like at the foot of his bed, he's got like
all of his memorabilia lined up.
Well, and he's got and then like future wedding plans and stuff like that. Like
I imagine him
like a swath of the suit that he wants to get for his wedding.
Yeah,
and,
he has like a lock of his hair.
But of course, it wouldn't be his wedding though. It would be like his inauguration as like king of all villains or something.
Let's be honest. He just wanted to be the mayor of Gotham, didn't he?
Yeah,
I
think he actually became mayor of Gotham at one point in time, but then he had to create new dreams at that point in time because he had achieved his goals. So now he had to set new goals. I really think like if you get down to it, like the villains in comic books are very motivated people. Like they have aspirations to be.
Did you ever see somebody made a really interesting fan theory about a idea for a character? And it was like the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but for like kids that want to meet villains.
Nice.
And he was like this guy that just happened to have some contacts, and he actually worked for like this world organization.
Holy crap! That is actually a great story idea.
I've got to find the source, but basically he goes on to talk about how he does his first thing with like the Joker, and this kid really wants to meet the Joker, for example.
The Joker murders him.
No, just like the Joker couldn't believe it, so they become he ends up coming back and doing it again.
Seen him like on a regular basis,
and doing this like Make-A-Wish thing, and all these villains.
He visits Timmy in the burn ward. Like, once
so
a
like
month.
all of these assets that all of these villains have, right? Yeah. They start all getting involved in this Make-A-Wish Foundation stuff.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
So they start dumping money into cures for all these diseases,
so
right?
They're going out and robbing people.
And they start using their genius for finding cures for disease and all this stuff. And this guy ends up, in his own right, becoming like this,
he gets
broker.
the Nobel Peace Prize for
well, no, he kind of ends up becoming like a villain himself because he refuses to, after being captured, he refuses to, reveal any information to the organization he used to work for. And
that's a fantastic idea, especially
it was such a great...
if you went so far as to actually having, like, because I'm sure that there is probably, I know this is going to sound like, paranoia or whatever, but there probably is cures for things like cancer and things like that out there, but because of big pharmaceutical and things like that, they'll never see the light of day. So imagine you've got an organized group of villains, and they go out and they basically they murder, they threaten, they do all, they blackmail the heads of big pharmaceutical to actually put out the cures for these diseases.
There's so many
directions.
They're
so tied up in this Make-A-Wish Foundation thing. That's just a
There's
great
so
idea.
many directions the idea for that story could take.
All of a sudden, like all diseases are cured.
Yeah.
Like poverty.
And then your Batman sitting there
like
going, "Well, geez, I just went and beat up a couple of guys. I didn't actually do anything."
Like, all
and then
people
realize
the villains
that
are the people who have changed society for the better.
Yeah, and they're sitting around like, "Well, man, what the hell? We're kind of good guys now."
Yeah. It's like
because let's face it, science would go a lot quicker if you just kind of threw ethics to the wind.
Exactly. Like if you've got a crazy serial killer, aka the Joker, holding your family ransom, until you release the cure for cancer, all of a sudden, like, the cure for cancer's out on the street, the next day. And then you've got somebody like the Penguin who's, using his genius with finances and stuff like that to buy out your company in, like, some kind of hostile takeover, like some kind of, like, shady-ass hostile takeover. And then they sell these cures for, like, $1 a pill, you know what I mean?
Kind of like what they should have done with the cure for hepatitis C, because it kills more people worldwide than AIDS every year.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm still really upset about that. That's just offensive.
Could you imagine? Like, they go to the pharmadouche guy, who jacked up
Scarelli?
Yes.
Oh, I hate
all
him.
All of a sudden, like, the EpiPens are free.
I'd like to do. You remember that little video of in the black and white movie? And it's Sin City.
Okay, I was about to say Sin City.
And when Bruce Willis was punching that guy until his face was just like nothing but wet chips and bones, I'd just like to take that video and put Scarelli's face there and just watch Bruce Willis punch his face into yellow mush.
We're really political today. I don't know what's going on.
No, that guy's a douche.
Something in the air.
Nothing political. I mean, it's all, it's all stuff everybody agrees with.
Let's talk about fluffies for a minute.
What's a fluffy?
Furries, sorry.
There you go.
I think fluffies are the fat version of furries. They're like awesome. Really, really overweight. Right. So I would be a fluffy.
Furries
actually.
are great. They're self-expression and
But no,
I
that
have no problem with
is
it.
such a good concept for a story. That would be hilarious to see the whole like turnaround on that
just
whole
made
thing.
a mess.
You know?
Mm.
Could you? They're like the organization that does the Nobel Peace Prize have to begrudgingly give the Joker the Nobel Peace Prize.
You cured. You
cured cancer,
herpes.
AIDS, herpes, hepatitis, all in the course of a week.
He only killed like 10 people doing it. Oh man, that's a record.
Exactly.
People start like looking at the Joker and the
Joker's
fewer number of people that he kills. Like, oh wow, he did a good job getting that done.
He only you see like they're on the news talking about it. It's like, well, he only killed 10 people. Like, you know, like we would have expected. We would have expected at least, 30 to 40 people a day just to get this done. He did it in 10 people. So
I found it. Sorry, my cable got caught. There we go. What?
I just think that would be hilarious.
Oh, this is being done on purpose. I see it now. The dogs are being sent into the room. Evie ate the other one.
So Wicked has set the dogs in with little hearts on them.
I'm like, how did she get
to stampede us with love?
Can I unplug it
What?
out of the Matrix pod?
Well, yeah, it's charged. It's on Wi-Fi.
I didn't want to touch it.
Oh, is this so she got her present already?
Yeah, the reveal already happened.
Oh, the reveal happened while we've been on here?
Yeah.
So it happened we did it live?
We did it live.
Oh my god.
No, I should. Well, my original plan for those that were listening, where I was going to say, hey, look at that, your computer runs so much better. But being a shrewd observer that she is, she said, wait, did you get me a new computer? Because that's not on. Like, she could see I'm like, well, my plan. This was supposed to last at least an hour. I was going to sit here and laugh.
Well, I'm doing the podcast, but turns out my girlfriend's not an idiot.
No, I just the way I had it set up, I was just like, oh, this is hilarious. What are you eating?
They're eating
Stop
hearts.
eating the
It's paper
hearts. I
I
spent.
didn't realize that the monitor was connected. I was wondering why my computer...
Oh, did you try to break it off?
I asked if I could unplug it like the
I'm just
Matrix pod.
Did it? Nothing broke, did it?
You said I could unrelease it from the Matrix pod.
So she just broke her new computer. Happy Valentine's Day. Well, now technically you have two computers. I mean, they don't work, but
now
you have
I
two.
can go and do the LAN parties
There you go.
without being put in the corner.
Nobody puts Wicked in the corner.
Yeah.
'Cause I had the
And you have
man
a-
of my life.
A tray you can scoot around with it. Let me see. Look at this thing.
That's for Jake.
Oh my god.
Have you fired it up yet?
So I'm reporting now. This is the cutest little Valentine's thing I've seen. So
We're doing Valentine's live.
yes, we're doing it live. Which is actually, I feel kind of uncomfortable because Felton got me a computer as well for Valentine's Day. So
Don't say anything.
I feel like maybe I should hide it.
No, actually, what I want to do is I want to set that other machine back up in here.
Mhm.
I'll find a mouse or something somewhere. And I thought at some point, if the nubs were interested in it, we could actually do like some either
Some live.
yeah.
Yeah, I would.
We could actually, or live, or we could record video. Because I mean, I can outsource the video.
That would be nice. I still would like to do an interview
Yeah, why
with
is it kinda dark like that? Is
with
that-
Wicked's.
Just an angle you're at.
I would like to do I still want to do an interview with Wicked's sister that works at Blizzard.
Yeah,
Sister, yeah.
we could Skype
I
in
would
with
love
her.
to do that.
I'm not sure what she would say. Probably like get
she'd
good.
She'd be like, I work at
She
Blizzard.
actually, she represents Blizzard, so she can't actually say much.
Well, I'm not gonna like grill her on like, oh, so when's the new character coming out? And
Yeah.
it's more like, how did you get the job?
Yeah.
Like, did you know?
It's like any job.
like-
you sign the contract
yeah.
saying you're not going to talk bad about it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And she's gonna get on there and like the first 5 seconds she's like, fuck Blizzard, there's a bunch of bitch assholes. I can't stand this job. I'ma leave right now.
No. It's the
Look
best
at
job
this.
in the world.
I'm an independent black woman that don't need no job.
You see the quality?
Okay, that. Sorry, she's getting a little friendly for Valentine's Day.
No. Yeah, we already had an incident.
What happened?
Your stuff fell off the top. I was slightly upset when that. Oops. No, I shut down Overwatch. Oh well. Anyway.
Oh,
Here.
you shut it down.
All right,
Yeah.
Okay, it's still good though.
so.
That was a bit of a
Aw.
divergence there.
Aww. So Valentine's Day in the Felton Wicked household.
Yay.
But
Yeah, that would be kind of cool though. I wonder. I'm sure she would be
Yeah, she'd probably be down.
Yeah.
I'd also like to honestly
Could increase our viewership.
Matt Phelps. I'd like to interview him about like what it was like owning a land center and stuff like that. At the height of that kind of thing.
I message him like probably every day.
I only send him dick pics.
I tell him how my day went, and I let him know I miss him. And he never replies.
I only send him dick pics and then like love songs lyrics, like I
don't want to close
exactly.
my eyes. I don't want to sing it too long so this won't get flagged by YouTube's algorithm.
We haven't been flagged yet, so we're doing good.
That's just because the quality's so shit it won't it won't detect it.
Like,
you know what the most fucked
like
up thing is though?
Is
I did a video and I did this little gameplay because before we did this I was doing dumb little Fistful of Frags and Half-Life mod gameplays and never did anything with them. I've got thousands and thousands of minutes. If that, I don't know.
Thousands of minutes.
I did this one and I put it together because I had this really cool arrow dodge. Like a guy shot an arrow at me and I got to the point where I could, like Matrix by it.
Style, yeah.
And then another guy threw a hatchet at me within like the same 2 or 3 minutes. And I was like, whoa, and I backed off and I dodged a piece of dynamite. So I played it to Beethoven's Fifth, right? Or no, I'm sorry, Moonlight Sonata, right? And it was like the YouTube music that you could pick.
Yeah.
I uploaded it, showed my friends. They all thought it was funny.
Like, oh, it's awesome.
Because I recorded it in 60 frames so I could slow it down in certain parts. And the fucking it flagged it. This was copyrighted to this. And I'm like, yeah.
Your music.
It said I could use it. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? And it wasn't even a listed video. And the fucker copyright claimed it. I'm like, crazy. I not even make it has 6 views. I'm like, what the hell? So... Yeah, apparently that's when they had a lot of issues with the copyright strikes and fraudulent claims, which they still have that problem.
They do still have that problem.
Yeah.
So
really want to get off of YouTube. So
we got the Flip City game.
Yes.
That we need to play now.
Yes.
We need to try it out so we can review it, and I want to not that they listen, but I would like to thank the Broken Token for sending us the free copy of
where is Broken Token?
Broken Token is a game company. They develop and create games. I don't know where they're based out of. I think.
Well, it's like their website.
It
kind of made more sense in my head when I was thinking it.
I actually follow them on Instagram, and that's how I found out they were doing the giveaway and things like that. And they were like, just message us if you want a free copy. And I messaged them, and I was like, hey, got this this nerd group that I do stuff with, and I would really like to to play the game and maybe even review it and stuff like that. They're like, oh, okay, cool. So they sent the 2 copies,
Yeah,
so
and then I dumbly
opened one. We were gonna try to give one away for a prize.
Totally just forgot that. I said, oh yeah, we're gonna give it away, and I'm like,
as you have it in your hand,
I'm opening
it,
why did I do that?
Although we do know a person who has a game store that might be able to reseal wrap it for us.
I'm pretty sure I could come up with something.
But yeah,
I have a heat gun.
I'd like to maybe this Friday, depending on what's going on, get together and play that.
See John Wick.
And
I gotta fucking see that.
I do want to see that too. I guess I'm back. Do you know that he actually has he's taken real tactical
that he's actually
training.
Fucking badass?
Yeah, he's
I saw the training videos.
Yeah, he's legit. When it comes to, I mean, I don't know if he's he's probably not SWAT ready, but he's had the training though. He knows how to
Oh, I mean, he's got the muscle memory there.
Carry the gun.
I don't think it would be too much of a divergence if somebody already has the muscle memory. You could show him the principles of whatever, and I'm sure he could apply it.
Well, he did the same thing for the Matrix, though. He took a lot of kung fu. And
he's been doing a lot
of
action movies over the years.
Yeah, which is funny because when he first came out, I don't know. I mean, I guess he wasn't. I guess he was an action star, though. I mean, he wasn't. He was in.
Matrix was kind of his breakout role, at least I thought.
No. He did. Wasn't that movie with the bus before that? And Speed was before that, and so was.
Oh yeah.
And so was and so was Point Break, right?
Yeah, but that was kind of more of like
it's still an action movie,
a gay drama.
I don't care. I still love it.
I don't even mean that.
Swayze all oiled up,
and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. That was
Swayze all oiled up and ripped
don't
on
get
a
me
board,
wrong.
making me question my own sexuality as
exactly.
he crashing down.
That
those
was some
waves.
bro love right there.
His last thing, the big wave coming down. It's like, oh, is Swayze dead? Is he alive? I don't know what happened. I mean,
he got the big wave.
Yeah. So
I don't even remember that movie.
Really?
No details have.
I love that movie.
Stuck with me.
I love that movie, but that's the first movie I ever saw on a laser disc. To show how old I am.
I remember
those giant
in
laser
7th
discs?
grade science class. The teacher goes, "Well, you see here, this was actually better. However, because people didn't, they wanted something cheaper. This medium is no longer valid." And he pulls out this giant fucking CD, and I'm looking at it, going,
"It was
Holy
the same
shit.
size as an album."
That's the future right there. Why didn't somebody do that? And at that time, everybody was thinking that mini discs were like the coolest shit ever. Like mini discs, and look at how many mini discs there are now. There's fucking none.
Well, it really all that comes down to just marketing and things like that. That's why we don't have HD movies. We have Blu-ray. It all comes down to just.
And now it's all going to shit anyway because it's all about streaming and software as a service. I refuse to say the cloud. Software as a service. That's what.
It's the cloud.
Fuck no, it's not.
It's cloud.
I hate
strife.
uneducated people when they don't know what they're saying when they say the cloud. Whoa, can't we just take it to the cloud? Like, the cloud.
Like the cloud is a destination.
Yeah, it's like
like the cloud is not.
They
the cloud
think
is not. The cloud is not a shared.
They think it's one place, and I mean, technically speaking, since nearly everything is on damn Amazon secure servers, you're probably right. There's a lot of people that use them as their hosting site.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's just the distinction is important.
Yeah,
to me.
I get that.
I'm so pedantic. I'm a dick.
That's why we're nerds. It's part of our personality.
I'm a pedantic asshole.
Oh my god. So Foxtail, I guess, was talking to her girlfriends today about me and everything like that, and she's like, it drives me nuts because he's the smartest man I know, and he knows something about fucking everything, we could be having a conversation about daisies, and he's like, oh well, there are parts of the daisies that are edible, and
that you can't actually see the color yellow. That's your brain's estimation of what is in between the green and the blue, and blah, blah, blah.
And I explained to her, I'm like, well, if you're dating a nerd, like, this is just how we are. Like, we spent a lot of time by ourselves. Well, us older nerds. The newer nerds, I can't really vouch for.
Because they have. Well, here's the problem with that, and I think we'll end up going on a divergence into this.
That's fine.
When you were a nerd back in the day, that meant isolation. Okay, playing multiplayer games online really wasn't a big thing until I want to say the late 90s. Because then you had actual online games like the World Opponent Network with Half-Life.
Yeah.
And really online play kind of started to come into its own.
Well, the first online game that I ever played was Doom. That's the first time I played online with anybody else was Doom.
You had to know the IP
and that
address
was like, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't.
But that was very DIY.
Yeah, there wasn't a
battle server
that you went to. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. You had to actually know the other person you were playing with.
Yeah, almost. And I want to say like a lot of the early Star Wars games too. Kind of.
Well, they were rip-offs of the Doom engine, anyways. So Shadows of the Empire and things like that. Was all. That was all.
Don't you say that? It's not rip-off.
Okay, my bad.
No, but like the Dark Forces series, like Dark Forces 2 had a really good online play, and and then I want to say it actually had like actual servers that you could go and see the game server and whatnot. So that was pretty good. But before that, you were on your own. You were playing this multiple hour role playing game that you were stuck in this world yourself and. You were a lone nerd. Now these kids got, again, all these social media systems integrated into Microsoft, Xbox, blah, blah, blah.
Well, and that's the thing, too.
And they want for nothing.
Nerd life is so different nowadays than it was. I would, and I'm,
Are you going to venture a guess?
Well, yeah, I guess. I would say, this is a statement that I'm going to stand behind, even if people may not feel the same way, but I would say that being a nerd in society today is so easy because it's so widely accepted.
Yeah, it's far less of a stigma.
Like,
we touch on that often, and it's absolutely true. And there's
back in the day when you were a nerd or a dork or something like that, there was a stigma that came with it that was not positive at all. And some of the stigmas were true.
Yeah,
but that's because
I smell.
I didn't smell. I was always a
No,
clean
I
kid,
still
but-
smell.
Do you? Okay,
The deodorant I'm using isn't working
I've
with
burnt
me, so.
I've burnt the nostrils so badly now that I don't have a smell receptacle purposely, because I
You hold
do this
that lighter up
because
there.
because I do this podcast with you. So on my way home every day every time I leave here, I've actually got a lighter and I'm burning the inside of my nose.
You
just
huff
to-
huff things that
Yeah,
kill the cells.
exactly.
And,
I've actually just taken a long needle and I've shoved it through my eye socket, which is difficult because your olfactory is actually toward the back of your brain. So I've shoved it through my eye socket to my olfactory.
You gave yourself a lobotomy?
Yeah, well, just so I don't have
It's
a
a
sense of smell
small one.
anymore.
Just like at the end of Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
That was terrible. I really didn't like the ending of that movie. A spoiler alert, by the way, she gets a lobotomy. Oh, that was so upsetting.
You know what's funny is I saw the previews for that movie when it was coming out, and I was like, that is stupid. I will not see that movie. That movie looks ridiculous. And then one day, I mean, the movie had probably been out, for probably a couple of years. I was
You're
sitting
like,
home
"Man,
one day and it
I'll
was
watch it."
on, and it started at the beginning, and the remote was literally like, just too far away. Like HBO was on, the remote was too far away, and I was just like, I am too lazy to grab the remote. So I sat and I watched it, and it was over the top. It was ridiculous, but then the twist at the end, I was like, that was the ultimate payoff for me, and I actually enjoyed the movie. Like
that it was all fantasy and she gets a lobotomy?
no, that the one girl that they're following throughout the entire movie is not the main character.
Yeah, because the girl escapes.
Exactly, but that's what I thought was cool. That concept of that was a better twist than all the crap I've seen M. Night Shyamalan do. Since The Sixth Sense. So I thought it was just really interesting that all of a sudden this
M.
one girl
Night-
that.
No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
This one girl that we've been following this whole time was not the main character. Like, I thought that was cool,
M. Night Shyamalan is the worst thing to happen to the film industry
Thank you.
next to Uwe Boll.
I saw Split, with
Boll.
next to who?
Next to Uwe Boll.
Don't know who that is.
He is the worst director
Okay.
in the world. He did the Dungeon Siege film.
Oh, well,
He
there you go.
directed
Okay. That's
Postal.
all you have to say is the Dungeon Siege film, and I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
But so because that movie is just absolutely horrible. But I watched Split, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I did not know until the day of that we were going to go see Split.
Wait, is this directed by M. Night Shyamalan?
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Yes.
Then it's going to be stupid.
Thank you. I did not know that it was M. Night Shyamalan until the night of, when we went to go see it.
How pissed were you?
Well, as soon as I found out that it was M. Night Shyamalan, I turned to Foxtail and I was like, you do realize this movie's gonna
Are
suck,
you fucking
right?
serious?
I'm like, this movie's gonna be horrible, right? But it was like, we don't have anything else to do, so we still
I'm
went.
really upset right now.
Now, James McAvoy,
Yes.
McAvoy,
James McAfee.
Professor X does a fantastic job in the movie.
Yeah.
He
I'm sure he
is-
carries it.
He is a fantastic actor. Unfortunately for him, it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, which means that the story sucks horribly,
Now, how badly does it stigmatize people with mental illness?
Oh, it's pretty bad.
See, that's my problem with it, because I just looking at it, I go, we already have a problem
Well,
demonizing people with schizophrenia.
my background is in working in psych.
Yes.
So when I watch this movie, I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. All of that was bullshit.
That was
like
insane.
this is ridiculous. At no point in time does his doctor, who starts to have suspicions that there's something wrong, call any other foreign agency in to evaluate and
Because they call a lot.
Yeah.
They will even call the police.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No point in time does she ever get anybody else involved. She decides that she can go talk to this gentleman by herself, and of course, that ends well for her. So,
Oh, I'm sure it doesn't.
The movie was just god awful. And then, okay, spoiler alert, and I don't care because I was so pissed off
It's
about
an M.
it.
Night Shyamalan movie.
Yes. I was so pissed off about it that I don't care if I spoil this for people. If you're going to see the movie, it's going to be stupid. I'm just telling you now, it's going to be stupid. Watch it, though, for James McAvoy, because his performance is fantastic. At the end of this goddamn movie, they're in a diner. Guess who's in the diner?
M. Night Shyamalan?
No. Bruce Willis, in the character from Unbreakable, which was a stupid fucking movie. For anybody who's like an actual comic book fan, that was a stupid fucking movie. And he's at the counter and he's eating, and there's one of the, like the waitress is talking with one of the customers there, and they're like, this kind of reminds me of a few years ago where there was that guy who did the whole terrorism thing, and what was his name? What did they call him? And then friggin' Bruce Willis,
Mr. Glass.
Exactly. I was like, no. I took my popcorn, I threw it on the ground. I was like, screw you, M. Night Shyamalan. What the hell is wrong with you? Please tell me you are not creating a universe of alternate superhero villain bullshit in your stupid ass movies.
So
please God, tell me that's not happening.
He's creating the dumpy Avengers?
Oh my God. I was like, you've got to be
the guy with one really big arm that he could jack off with, and the lady in the water, and Paul Giovanni.
I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. And then it's gonna be like, and then the blind chick that came out of the village, and
she can smell really good.
I'm like,
well, she can smell very well.
Oh my God. It's gonna be the league of uninteresting people,
of special but really uninteresting people. And what are they gonna do with his other character? He's a ghost, or maybe it'll be the kid. Maybe the kid.
Oh my God!
Because his ghost was just kind of inconsequential to the film, so it'll be the psychic
kid. The kid can see the dead people.
He can talk to the dead people.
So he's just gonna be annoying the rest of the team the whole time. Like, there's a dead person over there. Like, yeah we get it.
He's saying he died. Hold on, I got to talk to him because I see dead people. Oh, what is that? You ate Arby's, and that's how you died.
That's how you died. Oh,
well, okay. Everybody knows not to eat Arby's.
That doesn't help us at all. That doesn't help.
You over there. Do you know what happened?
The two old people from The Visit, which was actually a decent movie by M. Night Shyamalan. It kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, oh, this actually wasn't bad. But the two demented old people from The Visit will be part of the team too. So like, what throwing diapers at people?
Here's my problem though.
I have many problems with M.
What about Bruce Willis? Wait, no. Who was the main character in the Alien movie?
Oh, Signs. That was the racist. I can't stand Jewish people.
Mel Gibson. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought for some reason Bruce Willis is like showing up in there. No, Mel Gibson. So what's his superpower? Skepticism.
He swings away.
No, that's Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. That was Joaquin.
So
Phoenix,
so Joaquin Phoenix has baseball bat powers.
The daughter will not drink the waters, so they are out there all over the house, so that when the aliens come in, he can hit the glasses of water.
Do you remember when the planet was invaded by aliens?
What were their names? All we had to do was pour water on them. All we had to do was wait till a rainstorm came through.
Whoa, did you see? What were they called again? Oh, the penis gastrous aliens? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were terrifying. They tried to waggle their alien penises from their wrist in my face and gas me.
It's just... like, I cannot stand M. Night Shyamalan. Like, I could probably go on a rant for probably 2 hours about M. Night Shyamalan. Now, granted, The Sixth Sense, to this day, I hold as one of the best movies of our time, but you can only see it once.
Yeah.
Like, it was fantastic, but you can only see it once.
Unbreakable was horrible. Such a frustrating piece of shit.
Here's the thing. Here's my biggest thing. I am a huge comic book fan, and I love the fact that comic books, basically are, Greek, mythology, or any mythology really, for modern day times. But the fact they harped on all that shit, and then, Samuel Jackson's character, Mr. Glass,
like me, exactly. There's gotta be somebody like you, so I'm just gonna kill all these people trying to find you.
Exactly. It's like, you guys.
I don't have to look to all the survivors of natural disaster across the world to find somebody like you. I can just create situations myself, because I'm disillusioned with my existence.
And how does he even create? He's almost crippled. Like, how? Oh, it just frustrates me.
I don't know why I sounded like Morgan Freeman when I was doing Samuel Jackson.
Titty sprinkles. So yeah, not at all enthused by that movie. Although, like I said,
I'm gonna be honest. If I had found out that it was M. Night Shyamalan, I would have.
If I had known earlier, if I had known earlier that it was M. Night Shyamalan, I would have definitely been like, no, we're not going to go see it. But we're literally on our way to the movie, and Foxtail goes, oh, you know who directed this? I'm like, please tell.
So wait a minute. She knew ahead of time.
She didn't know. She was looking at like reviews or something.
Then why didn't she go, oh, well, fuck this?
Well, because we were both on the way there, and then we had nothing else planned for that night. It's like,
see another movie.
There really wasn't anything else at the time that was worth seeing. So, like La La Land, I'm not a big musicals kind of guy. So
that probably would have been better.
It probably would have been.
He would have been like leaving like, I didn't see.
Except for the fact that it's a movie about jazz, and there's like hardly any black people in it. So
I know. Oh, let me tell you a story about that.
Yeah.
jazz history is.
Hold on, is this
American
payback
history.
for Hamilton? That's what I wonder if this is like, because Hamilton's like an all black cast pretty much. I mean, there's very few people, white people in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Right. So I wonder if like La La Land is like the is the reverse racism. Like, oh, we're gonna do a movie about jazz, but it's all white people.
Yeah, like, oh, we're not gonna bother, trying to actually get into the roots of jazz and how it's deeply rooted and
straight white
was
people.
Created by black Americans.
We're gonna make a movie about rock and roll and never once mention a black artist. It's just...
Actually, the history of jazz is actually very interesting.
Oh, it is.
I spent 8 weeks in my accelerated college course learning about it.
The roots actually literally do. It's like one of the few forms of music that actually the roots like are actually tied into Africa, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The slaves that were brought over actually used their different styles of tribal music and whatnot, and that coupled with like big band style, like Americanized music or whatnot, actually created this hybrid form. Jazz is absolutely a uniquely American form, and it was created. I mean, it was created by black Americans. Yeah. And, that's why, and I guess the biggest thing for me is I find blackface offensive for a different reason than other people would probably find it offensive. You had white guys that would put on blackface and go into plays or play black music. Yeah. And you're essentially taking that work, that job, much needed, exposure of that artist away. And really the history of it is, I think that's far more insidious than just somebody who doesn't know that. Yeah. Being culturally insensitive. Oh, look, that guy's a douche racist. Absolutely. Yeah. But the history of it is far worse than that, I think.
I guess when you get down to it, though, it's kind of payback in a way because... like basketball was created by white people and played primarily, in like,
Was it?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
What about the Aztecs hoop ball game?
No, that wasn't basketball.
No, they created it, and I still say that they should honor the. Was it Mayan or the Incas?
That was actually closer to soccer than it was. Because you used more of your feet and things like that.
I was trying. I was trying to derail you.
I understand that.
But I still say that they should continue.
This is the reason that Foxtail can't stand me, because I just know too much stupid things about bullcrap.
They should continue to execute the winning team.
Absolutely.
So they can be with the gods.
Absolutely.
Because that's a great method for keeping your best
warriors. Think how much
warriors.
money we'd save. I mean, like there's no way these sports stars would be making millions of dollars if they're getting executed.
No one would play sports.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what? I don't want to be with Quetzalcoatl. I don't think so, man. Serpent Sky God? No, I'm good with...
I'm good, bro. No. I'm going to be accountant. Yeah. Yeah, but you're 7'9". And you're...
No, I'm going to go play football. I'll play lacrosse. Screw that.
I'm golfing.
Wait, you got to get sacrificed in lacrosse too? Shit. Sports suck.
I'm telling you, accountant it is. You see a lot of really big dudes in our accountants and stuff.
It's like our entire culture just gets upheavaled.
Sports would only be played by really emo,
really
depressed
people, religious nut jobs. That would be. So basically like what American football is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Boom! I gotcha.
Oh my god. So apparently, since the last time we talked to, there was a big sporting event that took place because it's been that long. There was that it's like a bowl, but it's like it doesn't.
I don't know.
It's called the Super Bowl, but it doesn't actually have any powers. Like it's not like a.
I don't know. I pretty much played video games that night.
Yeah, I was working.
Yeah,
it was on in the background, and my question was the whole time because I was really busy that night. How did Lady Gaga do though? Like, I don't care who won.
Oh, she tore it up, man.
How was Lady Gaga's halftime
there
show?
was really no Super Bowl. There was Lady Gaga's show.
Did you see the memes where it's like for some reason they scheduled a football game in the middle of
a Lady Gaga concert? Yeah, that's basically how I feel. I watched the whole thing, man. Well, not the Super Bowl, just her performance. I'm like, she fucking killed it.
She's a really talented. She's a really talented.
Oh, she's fantastic.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
no, and
she does the weird stuff like
well,
Madonna
she's one of the few ones
that
where like her social commentary and her activism. I'm like, oh, she's absolutely right. Like the stuff that she does and this thing, I'm right on board with her.
Yeah, she's. I don't know. I've always liked her music. I'm not
American Horror Story.
Okay, I tried to watch. See, I'm not. I drew it. Okay, American Horror Story. I always loved the first few episodes of the show.
Yeah.
And then after that, I feel like I just have to finish watching it, and it just becomes a chore because it just becomes so much more ridiculous and stupid each time. You know. So this last time, that hotel, I just couldn't do it. You know, like I watched the
first season,
the first 3 episodes and 4 episodes, and I was like, I just can't do it anymore.
I'm a very first season-y kind of guy because things start to get gimmicky after that.
Well, I like the idea of American Horror Story where each season is a totally different.
Yeah, see, that's what threw me off.
Oh, see, I like that. Like, and the Witches one is my favorite. I watched that. That's the only one that I watched like completely without feeling like I was like forcing myself to. I was like, this is awesome. This is great. I love it. This is fantastic. But then as it went on, then when the next seasons came in, I was like, screw this, But wow, I can't believe we're up against the music already. So I want to thank you all for listening. Please tell your friends and family. This is the Murse.
This is Felton.
Y'all take care.
We'll be back on a regular schedule this week. Bye.